welcome to Good Vibes Guidance Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading. I'm going to cleanse the space and the energy before we get started. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Okay. So I'm going to use the Yin Yang Oracle to start us off, see what's going on and stuff like that. Also, with the Yin and Yang, it could be like a twin flame, or like it could be like even a karmic twin flame. It's just like somebody that's in your energy and pulling on your energy and stuff like that. Or, right, it could be somebody that's about to approach your energy. Like we just, just gonna see. Because it could be like somebody's approaching, but meanwhile somebody's also like trying to pull, It's like, because what I'm viewing is like somebody trying to walk and like something or someone is trying to like pull them back. Oh, no. Like in the football, right? What's that? The training? But when they like run it, they have like the thing around they waist and stuff like that, and they're supposed to run, and it's like it's harder for them to run and stuff like that, which is they have to gain enough speed for like it to like poof up and open up, and it's like no matter what, like it won't open up, and it's because like somebody won't allow it to. Kind of sort of what I'm seeing. Or what kind of sort of what I saw. Also like somebody walking and something tied around their waist, and then the football thing popped in my head. But then it's like somebody's not allowing it to open up. Like they're not allowing you to get to the speed that you need to get to. And now I'm seeing like the little like the little twisting moves like the football, but it's like you're doing all that you can to get like around this person, but then if somebody is also approaching at the same time that this person is pulling you back, but it's like you're trying. I don't think you're supposed to avoid the person coming to you, but you're trying to avoid that. It's like your past is trying to like hold you back, but somehow trying to get in front of you. And it's like even if it tried to like, because like in football, like even if they try to get in front of you, like you still maneuver to get like away from them and to be ahead and stuff like that. And then while that's happening, there's somebody that's actually approaching you that, like I said, I don't really think you're supposed to avoid. And then it just stops there. I don't think you're supposed to avoid that person. I think the person that you're supposed to avoid, you are avoiding. Like it's just even, and that's the one that's pulling on it. It was like, that's what I mean, like it could be somebody approaching and while somebody's pulling, and it's like the one that's pulling is the one that you're supposed to avoid. It's what you are doing without realizing that you're doing. It's like I think that's the one that's blocked and stuff like that, but they still pulling, and it's you or trying to pull you, just like, sir, like this. But we have limits and fears. I'm going to do 12. And we have thoughts and isolating. And we have Saturn, contract, career, and commitment until debt tears us apart. So you learn your karmic debt, you pretty much just gonna keep going round and round and keep going through it on a karmic loop, pretty much. And then we have control and tactic. Yep, because whatever this is always gonna have control of you, always gonna hold you back. That somebody can use as a fair tactic to get control over you. But if you release that, nobody can have control over you. Like, I think it was a movie saying it, but I forgot what movie. when they be like, "Oh, I have nothing to lose," and they was like, "That's like the worst person to fight." When somebody like have nothing that they have because they have nothing. They don't give a shit. Like they have nothing. They don't give a fuck. That's the worst person to like piss off or do anything to because they don't. They have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So they don't fear anything because they have nothing to lose. Everything was already taken from them at some point in time. Then we have renewal and sparks. Like I said, everything to lose, something to gain. They can gain it real quick just by somebody fucking around and finding out. Like, and then we have self-worth and expectations. See what it says? They know who they are. Nobody's controlling them. Nothing can control them. Nothing really bothers them. They know who they are. They know what they want. They're not gonna be anybody's pawn or be in anybody's pocket. And we have guilt, sabotage. How I'm reading is the cards that's touching is the exact same person. And we have Neptune with confusion and illusion. And we have autumn, harvest. Yeah. Until death do us part. If somebody if they did not pay their karmic debt when they were supposed to, they gonna reap some shit. And what they're gonna reap is, karma. Since you did refuse to learn a lesson, it's gonna continue to happen again and again and again until you learn. The more you just continue not to learn, the more you just gonna continue to go through it. You ain't heard of nobody but yourself. It's technically what Spirit's saying. Then we have facade and beliefs. Yeah. This person's tactic is pretending to create a facade, pretend like everything is okay, as if they're not afraid. But that only go but so far. Because now that somebody actually know their self-worth, they can see through the illusions and realize this person sabotaged the relationship. Or sabotage their connections and sabotage themselves. And how they sabotage themselves and why they sabotage themselves. Then we have toxicity, bonds, and patterns. Yep. And then we have remembering, awakening. Yeah. Now this person know their self-worth, and now that this person's awakened, they're okay. If you have, went through this whole never say if you went through this whole spiritual journey, because even if you went through the spiritual journey, there are multiple karmic lessons that you will learn. But the one that pushed you or triggered you to be on this journey right now, as of this moment, was a karmic. One person healed, the other person didn't heal. The person that healed is now awakened to why they went into the relationship or why they was with this person. Now the other person, with the remember and stuff like that, it's the confusion that's throwing me, because they're not actually confused, because some of them know and aware of it, they just refuse to accept it, which is why it's trying to they're confused, but they're not actually confused. which is why it's going round and round with thoughts in their head, because they want to be able to have control over the relationship that y'all have, and no one has control. It wasn't that kind of relationship. Or it's like once the fear or attachment or the bond is broken and healed, you're not gonna get it back. You can't, like, if you conquer the fear, that you conquer it once, you could conquer it again, that kind of thing. And this person is like, so it's like if you healed from your karmic past and stuff like that, or like situations that was holding you back and keeping you stuck. Oh, at the bottom we have rejection, lost, and fragmented. Like yeah, they pretty much are losing you, but they try to make it seem like, oh no, I didn't lose them. Like, it's okay. They're gonna come back to me. Like, you're not coming back to them because it was a karmic situation. You had a lesson to learn. They have a lesson to learn. Your lesson was self-worth. Theirs is also self-worth, but realizing that they don't need to be listening to their ego, and listening to other people and trying to people please and pretend to be somebody that they're not. There's no need to do that. And but they rather be in toxic situations or karmic relationships or karmic friendships or like, it gives, because they are not alone. They get the attention that they like from other people. Also, what popped in my head is like, they want to take care of people, but then get upset at the fact that they have to take care of people. But they be the same one, like they want to like cater and mother people, but then be upset like they have to cater and mother people. It's like you decide to take on that role. So like the facade that they putting on, they upset by the facade that they putting on. But then it's like no one is telling you to play that role or be that role. Just be yourself. And they get upset by that because they don't know who they are or what they are, and that goes round and round in their head as well. And it's like the illusion that they created is slowly falling apart, and which is why from time to time they try to like isolate themselves and try to pull away, and then we'll try to pop back out and be like, oh, I'm fine now, but like they're not actually fine. Their conscience is going and doing backflips because they refuse to heal and to accept their roles in their lives and be aware of it and how it's affecting them and keeping them and holding them back. And then not only that, it's holding them back. Like, because of that, they also try to hold somebody else back that they actually did care about, and that person is no longer in their life because they was trying to control them with fears and a bunch of illusions to keep them stuck in toxicity. And now the person left, and now they know their self-worth and knows that this person sabotaged their friendship or the relationship out of insecurities and being fake and pretending like they love them and want to be their friend and stuff like that, to care for them, but in all actuality they didn't. They wanted this person to be alone and only be with them. And because with this person, just like, I won't say they wanted you to worship them and stuff like that, but they wanted to be able to walk all over you and stuff like that. And to be an exception to shit. But Yeah, somebody, one person actually awakened to it, took back their control. Now they in their self worth. This other person is, they're not doing well because the other person is in their self worth. Then we have Violet Duchess with stiff, boring, and stuck. Yeah, it's gonna look like this person right here. And then let me do 6. From this deck, we have Sea Storm with calm amongst chaos. Yeah, but we know that's a facade. They look like they calm, but in the inside, they're falling apart. On the outside, they look like this, like they all calm, cool, and collective and stuff like that. But deep down, they like this. They're not okay. And they was never okay. Then we have Ghost and the Pumpkin Pact with Count Your Blessings. Yeah, with this rejection, if the person rejected you, it was a blessing, baby. Or you rejected this person and the person started doing all this as a retaliation. It's still a blessing. You said no for a reason. That was tough. And now you've seen the reason why. And then we have Fairy of the Highlands with It's Time to Be Brave. What popped in my head? It's time to stand on business, okay? Like, we cutting this person out, we cutting this person out, okay? Don't go back and forth with it. Standing on business. Then we have Mending a Broken Heart Fairy with Healing from Heartache. Yeah, we standing on business. We healed from it. We ain't allowing this person to break that again. Don't do that. Song that's playing in my head right now is Young Dirt with Preach. Okay, might need to listen to that. But this little part right here, yes. And then we have Angel de la Muertes with Transition to Spirit Realm. Yeah, this was a karmic that was supposed to trigger you into it. Well, I don't think the way they went about it was how it's supposed to go. Okay? But it was supposed to teach your soul, your spirit a lesson. And yeah, I think they overdid it a little bit and continue to overdo it a little bit, which is why it's pissing spirit off. Cause you already learned the lesson. Now it's time for them to learn their lesson, but they so focused on trying to get you back and not learning the lesson. Like it's not, no. They're hurting themselves, and it's just, you have no reason to be attached to them or be with them anymore and stuff like that. And it's like they're hurting themselves trying to get you to be get back with them, and it's like, why would you attach yourself to toxicity? And it was like, oh, well, you did it once. It's like, yeah, when you were toxic. Now you're no longer toxic. It wasn't even like you was toxic yourself. It's just like, you, like I just said, with some people, like the other person and stuff like that actually want to nurse people and fix people and stuff like that. You probably thought you can do that. Now you realize, why are you out here trying to fix people that don't want to be fixed? Or you can fix yourself. And you fixed yourself. And now you're doing good. And now they come oh, fix me. I'm broken. And it's like, you've been broken. You don't want to be fixed. And then they can only fix themselves. You can't fix that person. And it's kind of sort of what you learn. You can only help people that actually want to help themselves. You can't be doing more for that person than they doing for themselves. And yeah, so you realize, since it was stuck still and boring and stuff like that, there was no growth. You realize it was karmic, and just by either turn into spirit or just, I don't know, watching me. I think, yeah, that also is a sign of Also, just this alone, it was just karmic off the bat. So it's just a karmic twin flame, and it broke your heart, throwing a whole bunch of chaos and confusion, and you heal from it, what you were supposed to do. So you're no longer attracted to this person or anybody similar to this person, and that's a blessing. And now you have the confidence to say no to these people. Meanwhile, the person that's still the exact same is like, oh no, take me back. I'm not the exact same person. Like, what are you talking about? I won't break your heart again. About to break your heart again. Then we have coniferous flower berry with tempting offer at a high price. And then we have 9, 5, 1, 2, 9, 7. So 9's talking about releasing and letting go. Right? 5's talking about a transition. But we have like calm and amongst chaos. So it's just like the conflict. You're releasing conflict and starting something elsewhere, or setting the intentions to start something else with 1, because there's no 10 yet. So you're releasing something. You're releasing confusion and conflict and chaos with the intentions of becoming balanced and stable to start something else elsewhere, and releasing the things that are hindering that, right, with the 9 again. And then we have 7 that's causing external conflicts and internal conflicts as well. Because you realize that those are triggers, or like little openings for people to try to use you with like fear tactics and stuff like that, where people could like try to play on your heartstrings or try to scare you or worry you and stuff like that. And so these two kind of came out together, but this like flipped out, so this is the first one. So we can go with plugged, tuned in, internet connected. And then we have unconditional, genuine, certain love. Funny enough, they kind of sort of have the same color. Okay, I'm going to go with 12 with this one. So we have TikTok, deadline, time running out. Then we have financial support, child, alimony, government. Then we have journal, writing, diary, keeping notes. Also, if you're paying child support, I'll probably keep notes. Do they get receipts for that? I don't know. Might want to keep notes, keep records that you're paying it. Just in case. Never know. Just in case. Cover yourself on all grounds. Even like when you're renting a place and stuff like that, when you pay your rent, they're supposed to give you like a receipt. So if you don't get a receipt, just ask them. Ask them. Because they can be like, oh, you didn't pay last month. And they can like be able to kick you out. So always get a receipt. They might like, it's a hassle, but like always get a receipt to cover your like yourself in a way. Or to just even have proof that you sent it and stuff like that. Or that you paid it. Then we have trash, discarded, and throwing out. I don't know about no child support, I'll be honest with you. But like, keep a record, I'm assuming. Like, I know you can go to jail if you don't pay it. So like, you might want to keep record of that. Like, you've been paying, you up to date, like kind of thing. And then if you like on your like, let's say like it was going through on your end, but they wasn't getting it, then that's somebody else's fault. That's still not your fault, okay? You shouldn't go to jail for that, like that kind of thing. So it's like if you have proof that you was doing that, then you're good. But like, you just can't say that out and have no proof. And then we have evidence, talk, communication on the same page. I said evidence? Interview, not evidence. And then we have grip, anchor, chained, weighed down. Coming together, reconciliation, soul union, soul contract. Drama queen, thirst, causing chaos. Karmic, third party relationship lesson. And we have recall, remembrance, reminiscing, memories returning. And then we have insatiable with unquenchable, wanting more. Then at the bottom we have sold, moving, physical, location change. Somebody is way too much into your love life, more into your love life than you probably are yourself. And the reason why they into your love life is because when something get recalled, that means it's not supposed to be on the shelf. This cart, you learned the lesson, so it got recalled. It doesn't need to be there anymore. It wasn't supposed to be on the shelf anyways. It was on a deadline anyways. Time was going to run out regardless. And now you realize like this, what you was feeling wasn't actually love. It was more so lust. And now you in tuned and like plugged in to realize the difference of like genuine and certain love versus lust, where this was unquenchable and they always wanted more, you always wanted more and stuff like that, but you never really know your spot or your position with this person or where they going or if they coming back or anything like that. That now you realize like that was karmic. And yeah, it was karmic. You had karmic lessons that you needed to learn. You learned the karmic lessons, paid off the karmic debt. You know, you get to move on and move free. And there's somebody that's trying to, in the background, the other karmic party or a whole another person that they brought in that is causing a whole bunch of drama. And it's causing drama for the person that's putting on a facade that created this whole whole situation. And somehow it's end up affecting you because this person, if they are pulling on your energy, that's weighing on you and stuff like that, and because it's weighing on them, which is why they need to release you and let you the fuck go, because you have no parts to do with it. And yeah, they feel the reason why they're doing this because they feel discarded. But the thing is, like, that's what a recall is. You're supposed to throw it away. Like, you learned that it's not supposed to be eaten. It's not supposed to be sold. You throw it away. It's not for human consumption. It's not for the public. You throw it away. It's just... that's what a recall is. And that's what's just weighing you down because they want to sit there and talk, but there's nothing to talk about. Then we have Uranus, which is a planet of like change and transition, kind of sort of rebellion a little bit, but just daily change and transformation. And everything, like this person, one of them, everything that they tried to do, it just continues to fall apart. And while it's like it will fall apart, they try to create something else to cover up that falling apart, and then that fall apart, then they try to create a whole nother lie to cover up that falling apart. It's like just accept or just admit to what the fuck happened, but they won't do that. They just continue to try to pretend like, oh no. So let's say, like, I don't know, let's say I broke my wrist or something like that. Oh, I know one person. Okay, I'm gonna use this story. It's not my story, but I'm gonna use this story. Let's say I broke my wrist, right? And the story is I broke my wrist. Not even a story, but the truth is I broke my wrist because, like, I rolled off the top bunk of my bunk bed. Okay, there's a step in the story. So you see me in a cast and stuff like that, but rather, because that could be embarrassing and stuff like that, even though it's, you know, it's normal, it can happen to anybody. I say like, oh, I was fighting, I something, like something that just wasn't true to, like, to try to get sympathy, to get people to fear me and stuff like that. Like, oh, like there was like 5 of them, and all I got out with was a broken wrist. Like, huh, you know, don't mess with me. I was still fighting them off while my wrist was broken. I still was fighting them with one, like, you know, kind of thing. And it's just like, okay, like, but the truth is, like, just rolled off your bed, like that kind of thing. Gravity was the reason you broke your wrist. It's just some shit like that. Like, but they try to create, like, the lie that they try to create is a bunch of nonsense, and then it's like it's real easy, like, to poke holes through it, and then they would just try to create another lie on top of that, and it's like easy to poke a hole through that, and then it's just like they just try to, rather than just saying the truth. And then we have also, but then they will also kind of sort of get mad at you because you was asking them questions, you didn't just take the lie that they was saying. But then with some of y'all, like, let's say like this person is your friend, and then out of nowhere they have a broken wrist. Like, you're gonna be concerned. You're gonna ask questions, especially if they tell like they got jumped. Like, you're gonna ask more questions, right? And that can, like, you're gonna be like, when, like, what time, like, why would you, like, you ain't never go, like, that kind of thing. And it's like they expected you just to listen to the lie and just accept it as the truth, not literally like think about it and process it. But then we have Venus with cherish, enjoy, charm, art, and beauty are on the way too. You know, like before, they were like Venus and Neptune, you know, stuff like that. We also have Neptune here. We also have Venus. But Venus, funny enough, with autumn is, you know, Virgo is in the autumn, and it is, you know, earth sign technically, kind of thing. And it's pretty much saying if you learned your karmic lessons and stuff like that, you are going to get a reward. That's what you're supposed to do. Of course, if you did not learn your karmic lesson, you're just going to get more lessons, because why didn't you learn it? Like, that kind of thing. So it's just like, it all depends on you, pretty much. Then we have Aries. Yeah. It all depends on you. Did you start it? If you didn't start, nobody can really say anything. Because Aries is supposed to be like the pioneers and stuff like that. They start things. Probably don't finish it, but like they start things. Get you in the right direction, but it was up to you to finish it and see it through. And then we have in the 10th house, your destiny, where you are going in your career. Yeah, this was the start. Okay, basically, you learned this lesson. That's great. That's wonderful. This is the start. This is the start of your destiny. It's getting you on the road and putting you in alignment for you to find your destiny and where you're going. and to being your life purpose. Your life purpose might end up being your career, or it could be like a side gig that you have with your career. But you're going to cherish it, and you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to see like the beauty in it. And it changed for you every day. And like every day you learn something new. Next that we have in Scorpio with the extraordinary power of prayers, the highest and the lowest aspect of the control and situations. Well, control the situation. Not gonna say like funny thing, because Neptune is water, Scorpio is water. Okay, cool. But doesn't actually affect them in no way, shape, or form. But I want to say that extraordinary power is more so Saturn, because Saturn isn't, I don't believe it's attached to a sign. Even if it is, I don't remember what sign. I'll be honest with you. I'll just be honest with you, because Saturn is more so time. Isn't it Aquarius? I'm my bad. As soon as I said, I was like, I don't think it's attached to a sign. Aquarius popped in my. If it is, could be wrong, but either way, it's more so dealing with time, and that's why I just see Saturn and karma and releasing things and letting go of things. But Scorpios, they more so try to get to like the bottom of the situation, with the low aspects and the high aspects. They gonna know the in and outs of the situation. And then we have control the situation, and we have control here, and then this is the situation. So this is what they wanted to control. Y'all two coming back together, but they can still have this drama queen on the side, like to get you back in this karmic relationship. But then there was no reason, because it was recalled. Like, it's off the shelves. Like, there's like you can't get it. It's gone. Like, is like, but this person just doesn't understand that. They just want to have control over the situation, but they can't get control over the situation because it wasn't for them to control. That we have in the 9th house, as if it or they come from all there is. As if it or they came from all there is. The philosophy and laws involved do it in a big way. Okay. So what I'm saying up to here, right? That is true. And then this person trying to come in and control the situation because they feel like, oh, since y'all twin flames and since this and since that, like they're supposed to be on this with you. But that's not the truth. That's their philosophy and stuff like that. But the laws involved are saying it's been recalled. Y'all do not belong together. Like, y'all get to separate. The lesson is learned. It's over. Now the other relationship, because we have third party relationship. Okay, okay, you disappeared. This shit over here, okay, that's what they need to let go. Don't come back to you. No. You removed yourself without even either knowing or realizing you're in a third party, but you removed yourself. This have nothing to fucking do with you, but yet they're still trying to attach to you. But at the bottom we have Jupiter with learn or teach, be positive about, grow and expand. Once you're growing, you moved on because you learned the lesson. The other person is not growing and moving on because they didn't learn the damn lesson. And keep going to karmics. And if I do the bookends, I don't really know about Uranus in the ninth house. But like I said, Uranus is more so change and transitions and day-to-day growth. So it's like you always learn something new every day. So your philosophies it could change daily and stuff like that. When you learn something new. And with this do it in a big way, it's like, okay, so they basically expected you to like half-ass it. And then, yeah, I had to write down because it's a whole different day. Yeah, but yeah, they basically expected you to half-ass what you like, your life purpose or just your life in general. And so now we was doing the zodiac. Okay. Okay. Doing the bookends with Venus and Scorpio and stuff like that. You, with the transition to the spirit realm, you enjoying being awakened and realizing certain things. So it's like you're not going to put yourself back in a position where you are uncertain of like life or what's going on and if this person's supposed to be in your life and bending over backwards to try to keep like things in your life that's actually hurting you. Like you're no longer going to do that. And yeah, it's also something that you manifested or you prayed for. Because it's in the extraordinary power of prayer. And then we have cherish. So it's like you realizing that the things that you pray for, you actually do get. Sometimes, you just get right away if you don't need to put in no effort and stuff like that. But sometimes your prayers require you to put in efforts. And yeah, it's all depend on you. If you really want it, you're going to put in the work and you're going to put in the effort to see that prayer through. And even if it doesn't necessarily need you to like put in effort, it might not be the right time. But when the time does occur, you realize why when you was praying for it, you couldn't get it then, compared to now when you actually are getting it. It's completely different. You have time to cherish it and enjoy it and stuff like that, which is then it turns to the high and low aspect. You realizing that back then you weren't in the best space or you wasn't around the best people, so it wouldn't have been beneficial for like you or what you were trying to pray for to be around, because you had some lessons to learn. There were some people around you that wanted to be a part of your life for the wrong reasons, right? Because we have control of the situation. So it's like you realizing that and understanding that and seeing like the beauty in learning it. So now that nobody else can pretty much play you the same way that this person did. And it's all because you decided to start on your destiny in your life and your career and what makes you happy rather than listening to what makes other people happy. And it's like something was a job. And like you probably half-assed your job, but you don't half-ass your like career and your life and your destiny, like things that you actually care about. And then like a job and a career are two totally different things. Like you can have your career is like multiple jobs that have like a theme and stuff like that. So let's say, I don't know, inventory popped in my head. So we're gonna go with that. And um let's say like you stayed at the basic level like of like what they was doing, because you wasn't trying to make a career out of it. You wasn't gonna stay here counting forever and stuff like that. You had other things to do. Or you wanted to do other things. And so you went from there to like in an office, let's say. Okay? I don't know. Like pretty much like the more and more you go, you realize like, oh shit, that's kind of sort of business administration. And then you could like, that was technically what your career was pointing to, like stuff like that. Or I don't know anything else. I don't know. That's the only thing that popped in my head. Not saying that everybody should go in business administration. I don't know. Figure it out. But like, it's just like your jobs have like a solid theme or like something similar, and it like points to like a certain career or like a certain degree or stuff like that, and that will probably help you in a way. And then we have third eye, clarity. Now I wanted to do the zodiac again. I'm just gonna do 6 for it because we had we had the 2 planets, and then we didn't. Technically, we still have 2 planets, but then we didn't get like the rest of it. Yeah. And then we have messages, dreams. Also, what you're realizing while being awakened is the different ways spirit communicates with you or communicates with people. Then we have healing inner child. Or you're seeing that like how when we were as a kid, everybody was awakened pretty much, or some people was awakened. And as, we grew up, or, we evolved, certain things caused us to second guess our abilities, or just be closed off to it. And how, but okay, seeing that now that you're awakened and you hear your inner child, you're also now seeing like how losing that affects you, and how now you're now realizing how it's affecting a lot of people in the world. But then you also see the importance in it of having that inner child versus probably where before you didn't really see the importance. You like, that's like, kind of thing. Then we have resistance, guarded, cut off. Yes, pretty much like I just said. People that seeing that you're healed, you know the people that's not healed and refuse to heal, and then you pretty much just cut those people off because you just, it pretty much just slow you down, like I was saying before. And then we have celebration, gift, abundance. And then we have fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Ace. Okay, we have Aries here twice. I'm not saying that your person's Aries or to get with an Aries. It could be like Aries season, something starts. I don't know, okay? I really don't. But Aries is the beginning. And it's the first zodiac sign, technically. So it could just, like in the beginning of the month. Well, not the beginning of the month. Well, it's when spring. That's normally when, things start to grow and bloom and stuff like that. It could be saying that will be the best time to start this idea. Or that's when you start seeing or realizing or understanding fully what's going on, or like could be past. Okay, like in the past, if you're in air season, some really realized something, and you was right. And or like, you know, in the future, in air season, something's gonna start. You're gonna see something. You're gonna realize something, and because dreams doesn't technically have, even messages from spirit. It doesn't technically have a time stamp on it because there's no actual time up there. It's all, I won't say it's all whenever, but like there's no really much of a time. Um. So which was from time to time your dreams could be confusing because you're focusing on the time aspect and the time could be confused. Like you ever had a dream where it's sunny but snowing? What is that? What season is that? You don't know. Exactly. Like the time is weird. But then that might actually happen one day. You know? It's just the timing of it. Who could predict that? That's very spontaneous. But there's a message in it. There's some like a gift in it, like to that you need to like focus on. But you got like, I won't say you have to be healed to realize it because you don't necessarily. Because Floyd was not healed, and that man kind of sort of figured he was kind of sort of right with some of it. Mm, but you got to look at other psychologists. Or not. Ooh, they don't really fuck with Floyd like that. I found that out. They don't. But yeah, it's just, it all stems back to your childhood, and if you felt safe in your environment, and if you didn't feel safe in your environment, if you didn't feel safe in your environment, you have to figure out why didn't you feel safe in your environment. Realize that it's not your fault, and it was not your responsibility to be the adult in the situation. There was a lot to ask of you, and it was unfair to ask that of a child. But you handled it the best way that you could, and that's all you could do. And you will start to see things in a different way, in a different light, in different aspects, and you will see who is actually at fault and accountability for their life, and well, for like at least how their life turned out. And that, and to help you release, but also like release the situation and learn from the situation, but also realize like spirit was kind of sort of trying to tell you that the whole time, and to trust yourself more rather than trusting what other people are trying to tell you, and not letting anybody affect you or have control over your mind and how you see the world and how you see yourself. Because like with a child, pretty much now see that if you healed your inner child, if you go back, or like if there was a timeline and stuff like that where y'all two, you know, like Phineas and Ferb, right? If they were like older version of Candace came and was talking to her, like a younger version of herself, and she didn't freak out and stuff like that, was like stranger danger or anything like that, your younger version of you will feel safe with an adult like you around. You know, you make yourself feel safe, which is why I said you feel whole by yourself. And this person sees that and freaking out because now they know that you know that they're insecure. And they did all this because of insecurities. At the bottom of the deck, we have Pluto with transformation. Going to there. But let's see what else. Oh, then I was like the parts that's touching. So it's sabotage, illusions, belief restrictions, pattern celebration, Awakening Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Funny enough, we had Jupiter before. Jupiter is the planet for Sagittarius. And the sun is the planet. Well, not the planet. The sun is Leo. Sun talks about self. So, you starting to look at yourself, realize who you are, believe in yourself, and awaken to your strength and your power, and take actions on it. And Aries is, no, Sagittarius is the archer. Seeing how it works out when you, like, take your time, be patient, and try to, like, balance out, because if you ever did archery, indoors and outdoors is different. Outdoors you have to take the wind into consideration and stuff like that, and distance, stuff like that, and you can't just try to be impulsive, and you have to, like, wait and plan it out, be patient, and realizing all that. And oh yeah, also realizing somebody's guilt and just noticing that somebody's guilty, and that's what's being sent to you, or that's what you keep picking up on. And the reason why you keep picking up on it is because the person keeps thinking about you, and because they want to talk to you, but you don't want to talk to this person because you know it's going to be nothing but illusions. And you know that because this person have not healed from their, like, traumas, and you know that because you're trying to love them out of their trauma, and you realize there's not enough love in the world to heal that person out of that trauma, but they have to heal themselves. But they refuse to accept that. They just continue to put on this facade, and that's what's keeping them stuck and restricting them. And they refuse to see it because they guard it. And you cut this person off. And then, since you cut this person off, this person's still been attached to toxicity. Meanwhile, you're happy and celebrating. And because even it's celebration, toxic, happy. Like, this person's continue to be in toxicity. Meanwhile, you're happy. And yeah, you're starting over. And you starting over and doing things that makes you happy, because this, you can technically see this as the Ace of Wands. And then with the self-worth, you know who you are, you know what you like, you know what you want, you know what you will do and what you won't do. And that's different for this person, because they don't know what they like. They don't actually know themselves. You know yourself. They would like to pretend that they do. They might know a character of themselves, want something that they created, but they don't actually know who they are. Even if you create a character, you know your character, you can still know who you are. So you can, like, go in and out of, like, characters and stuff like that, if you are putting on a character, but you could never lose yourself. Like, how about this? Superman. He was Clark Kent. He never confused Clark Kent and Superman and stuff like that. You still have, like, your own identity of self. And then when he got back in contact with his parents, that was something different. Now he was Superman, Clark Kent, and is it Khalil? I don't something, okay? Cause something L. And I'll just continue calling him Clark. I was just like, that's crazy. But, like, it's just but then he had that whole thing that he had to unpack and adjust to, and then realize that he already had some memories of it. He kind of sort of knew, but he didn't know why or stuff like that. And it's all just coming together and making sense in some way, shape, or form. See, anything else? Yeah, no. Okay. So then we have the 9 of Wands. And then with the moon being there, that does hint to the third eye and the psychic abilities. So they could have been talking to you, sending you messages in dreams, as well. Or just, I don't know, some of y'all is music, and, or just simply like talking to you. Or they were sending somebody else. But they will like respond in a way. Then we have the King of Wands. I'm gonna pull the other card because he technically holds the Ace of Wands, but he could also be like facade and fluff, and which is why I said let me pull another card. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just gonna pull out all the cards and then say what I need to say. That makes sense. And then we have the 5 of Wands, the Moon. Yeah, something's hidden. Then we have the 4 of Wands. Oh, there's a relationship that's hidden. Or a partnership. Could also be a marriage. But we kind of already knew that. Then we have the 7 of Swords. They're gonna lie. The 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're gonna lie because they refuse to accept the truth. Three of Cups. Person just want to talk to you to lie to you, pretty much. The Chariot. See, yeah, it has the same moon. You're moving on and you're moving forward. And where you're moving on and moving forward too is very solid and stable. So this fake person, the King of Wands, is very... He always trying to look for the next best thing rather than focusing on where he's at and stuff like that. Like he always trying to be on the go and be on the move. And seem like this is supposed to be like a relationship being here. Like this person, they're never satisfied in one relationship. They always, even if they're in a relationship with you, they try to like flirt with somebody else or be like very flirty with somebody else, and then try to be like, oh well, it was just banter, I'm just talking, but you know I'm with you, they know this, they know that, like blah 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 blah. But like in all honesty, they given a chance, opportunity, they will leave. Is whoever have the best options to give that person, or the more stable, the more money or like house of stability and stuff like that, with the financial support, they go into that person. And yeah, because even the Ace of Pentacles, well, there's a pentacle around the horse's neck, and then the moon, like you're moving on, and then the sun kind of sort of back there. Where you're going or where you're moving is more solid and stable than where you came from. This person didn't expect it because they underestimated you and they expected you to half-ass it. And also, they didn't expect you to heal from this heartbreak. They just thought you would just sit there and dwell on it. And never let it go and never grow from it. And the reason why they are guilty and their conscience is fucking them up because they did this on purpose and they know that they did this on purpose. And other people are starting to see that they did it on purpose. So now other people are starting to realize that they're a bad person. And they know they're a horrible person and they don't care. Well, they didn't care, but now other people know now that all of a sudden they're going to try to make it seem like they care. Oh, okay. Let me take this back. Okay. Person probably wasn't always a bad person, right? You probably realized that. There was some form of trauma, something hurt them, broke this person. They needed to heal. Just like you needed to heal. But they refused to heal. So they know that they broken and they know that they hurt, but they just refuse to heal. Which is, everybody else is starting to realize that as well. So it's like you knew, you didn't say anything, and stuff like that. And everything that they done to you, it was pretty much because they couldn't get their way with you or stuff like that. You wouldn't, whoa, not that way. But I heard how it came out. Like you didn't give them attention that they wanted and stuff like that. It was just pretty much like a temper tantrum, and the whole damn time. And it's like, yes. So they pretty much try to lie, slow you down, affect your life in more ways than just like breaking your heart and stuff like that. They wanted this to like break your heart and be like a closing chapter in your relationships, like you never date again. And it's like that's not what's gonna happen. It just, you learned a lesson from this, so this gets pulled away and pulled off the shelves, and now they're gonna put something else on the shelf to replace it. And they seen and sat and watched, and that's why I feel like other people is not realizing like this whole thing was a temper tantrum, because you're just like, bro, you been knew this, like you sat, you watched this the whole time, like what's the problem? And the problem is that they was in conflict with themselves, so they try to put you in conflict with yourself as well, because they was in conflict with themselves and in conflict with others, but then somehow you was able to balance all that out and still move on and move forward. And now they want to come in and, like I said, want to come in and talk to you and to lie to you about it, try to make it seem like they want help to move on and move forward, but they don't. And then we have the King of Pentacles. That's why I had to wait, because I was like, I was hoping and praying that there was going to be another king. Because I was like, it can't just be the King of Wands. I was like, he technically does hold the Ace of Wands, but I don't think, like from this deck, I don't think they would have put you as the King of Wands. This more makes sense. And next to the Chariot, it was like, yeah, you was determined to better yourself, which is why we have the Aries here. Okay, then we have the Eight of Cups. By walking away from things that no longer serves you and letting them go, because it's all broken cups. Like when there's no love there, there's nothing left to give, so you just leave. Because with this, but unquenchable and wanting more, no matter, like it's always gonna spill out. So it's like you just constantly pouring and pouring for no reason. And it was because somebody was superficial and wanted status, money, and wealth. And also with this, anchors being lit up, right? It's kind of, you could say that's your crown chakra with self-worth. And then we have your third eye here. Somebody is more balanced than the other. And it's clear to see that. It's on display. Which is why they trying to come and talk to you with that, tempting offer at a hard price. Is this, they try to make it seem like it's a solid, stable offer, but it's actually not. You're more solid and stable by yourself than with this person. This offer is just going to cause nothing but confusion, conflict, and chaos. But they're not going to communicate that to you up front. They're going to hide that and lie and try to like play on your heartstrings while also hiding a relationship that they're in. Then we have the, hold on, did I flip it over? No. Okay. It's the Page of Cups reverse. Then underneath that is the Fool. This is how they expect to have a new beginning with you, or start it off with you. By lying to you. As if you don't already know the truth and know that they're gonna lie, or know that it's a lie. And we have 36 with hurt. You could take the 6 as a 9. But then this is the 6 of clubs. Clubs are wands. Right? And so with the 6 of wands, there's victory after a very long battle and stuff like that. So this person, the King of Wands, know that they hurt you. Okay? They are aware of that. They're going to try to play dumb. But they know they broke your heart. And they know that they had time, an opportunity to come in, apologize, tell the truth, or even when they with you to have, to stop. Okay? And do the right thing. They know that. They didn't. They didn't care. Okay? And so victory after this very long battle, and then you also releasing it as you, you're walking away and stuff like that. With the 9. It hurt you, it broke you, but you also learned from it. It changed you. And it changed you for the better. They couldn't beat you before, and they definitely can't beat you. It's like, if you watch My Hero Academia, when was it Villains Hero? No. Villains Academy? There we go. Where the villains, I don't really think some of them are villains. Because if you know the hero's journey, they technically, they went through the whole hero's journey. In a way. Well, some of them. So that's this kind of sort of what you did. You on spiritual journey kind of sort of goes through the whole hero's journey, and that's kind of sort of what you're going on. You made it over a threshold, and every hero has that moment where they can turn bad, or they continue to be good and stuff like that. You continue to be good. And then we have Ring with 25 and the Ace of Clubs. Oh, the Ace of Wands, see? And that's the 7. Okay, 7 talks about success, but also could be challenges and adversity. But you was determined to overcome this situation because you was committed to yourself. You was committed to your healing process. You was committed to your journey. And yeah, because now we have the 6 of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands together. That's the 7 of Wands. And again, that is people, in that card, people is trying to fight with you and stuff like that. But you are defending yourself in that card as well. So it's you're defending, you're defending your stability, your home, and the things that you're building and the things that you're committed to. From snakes. This is a 7 with the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Clubs. But then we have the King of Clubs here. This person is just a snake. Literally. Which is why I said, when it came out, I'm going to continue because I don't think that's you. And it's not. Also, it's saying the snake that hurt you is trying to come in and trying to marry you. Do not take that. It's going to sound tempting. But it's a carnivorous flower. What's a carnivorous flower? A Venus flytrap. We have Venus here. Do we not? Exactly. This person is a snake. You do not need it. See? Mice. Snakes eat mice, does it not? They're not actually apologizing to you. They don't care. They know what they did. They're not actually sorry. They intentionally did it. And the only reason why they would be sorry is because... no. The only reason why they're coming in to tell you that they're sorry is because you're more solid and stable and have status now than all the other people that they were around. Don't I say this word and the priestess of time? But if the time has come, the time to act is now. Right? 25. Well, 23, which is 5. So, for some of y'all, I feel like this is gonna try to be like their last shot. I'm trying to like slow you down. Cause like I said, they've been slowing you down, but you have been like maneuvering like the little football moves and stuff like that. And it's like somebody else is coming towards you. This new person that's coming towards you. That's certain genuine and true love. And it pretty much helps. I won't say it helps you, but frees you from this. Not saying like this person is gonna stop. Like they're gonna probably continue. Probably always gonna be there. But your person don't care. And then they pretty much where you can feel this because it's like they pulling on your energy. It's like you will have other like a distraction, quote unquote, pretty much that you this don't even affect you. But where they're like they're pulling this and like you have to fill yourself back up, but then there's times like you don't have the strength and the energy to fill yourself back up because of all the people pulling. This person will like cut all that shit out pretty much in a way, and like have you got you. Okay, with the mice being at the bottom. Oh, and there's the seven of wands with the 7 of clubs. Look at that. And then the 5. Yeah, you could protecting yourself from the conflict. I was right. Look at that. That's cool. Because that's what I was gonna say. It's like you don't realize or expect help to like come, but help is on its way. And it's like you did great by yourself and on your own. Oh, it popped in my head. If you ever watched Shrek, right? And when when Fiona was like handling all by herself, Robin Hood and like the merry men and stuff like that, Shrek could have done something, but it's like, alright sis, I see you and stuff like that. But it's like it's somebody that see like you can handle it on your own, but like see what's that? Because I feel like it was mad time Shrek was low-key fucked up. But either way, somebody gonna come and help you, okay? And like, I won't say y'all become friends after that, but like y'all like you slowly, get acquainted. And this person, King of Wands, is just trying to make it seem like they're this new person that's supposed to come, but your new person is not coming with drama. That's why I told you this new person I don't think you're supposed to avoid. Because what popped in my head was mice, snake, mongoose. Mongoose eat snakes. Snakes eat mice. But mongoose... Well, technically, I think a mongoose also eats mice. But either way. Okay, the mongoose is not after the mice at this point. The mongoose is after the snake. Then we have the delicate fairy and her ferrets with chains is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. So you healing from this is bringing you into balance and bringing you into harmony, but it did hurt. It hurt like a son of a bitch because the person broke your heart. Intentionally broke your heart. And in hopes to teach you a lesson. But the lesson that they were supposed to teach you, okay. The lesson they were supposed to teach you, you learned. Okay? The lesson that your soul was needed to learn, you learned. Okay? The soul, the lesson that you as a human needed to learn, you learned. Okay? The lesson that this person, okay, the King of Wands, actually wanted to teach you, you ain't learned that. What they wanted to teach you is that they gonna do all this, you be under their control, their thumb. You come crawling back, begging them to take you back. You ain't never did that. Because you learned there was no reason to do that. This person need to realize they think they like all that, and they really not. So they should shh and sit down. They should listen to Kendrick. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Because all this is crazy. Because, you realize the facade and you realize the mask. You just never said anything. They thought they was hiding it all, perfectly well. And it's nope. No. Especially if they have multiple characters. No. And the characters are evolving, but the person's not. No. It's giving video game. It's... No. Then we have... Hedgehog love with positive, uplifting new friends. With a 10. Yeah, letting this come to an end and come to a completion. It needs to. Now we got a 10. I remember we had a 9 down here. Now we got a 10. We letting it go. As you should. Then we have Snake Princess with the Serpentine Power of Path. Oh. This is 42, but then we also have 24, which is a mirror. Which is kind of sort of like the twin flame thing, which is why this person's actually a karmic. Y'all was mirroring each other's wounds. Which is why you was attracted to this person. And you thought you can love them you thought you can heal them, and you thought this person will heal you because y'all have the same y'all went through the same situation. You know how that affected you, but also how it affected them. So you're confused to why they will then go and do the exact same thing, or turn around and hurt you, or hurt the person that understands them the most. Is because they, like I said, want money, power. Oh, money, power, respect is the key to life. Woo! Little Kim. But it's just pretty much. And then, snakes, the girl with the snake, the empaths and the narcissist, and narcissist is technically a dark empath. They know what to say and what to do to pretty much get people under their control or get people in their pocket and they can listen to them. Because if you look at this, it's kind of resembling Eve and the apple, and Satan like, oh no, you can't eat the apple, nothing will happen. And look what happened. The world's all fucked up because she ate the damn apple. But it's, she was only born for a couple of days and she didn't know not to eat the apple. Adam knew not to eat the apple. She didn't know. If you actually read it, she didn't know. She wasn't even there. Wasn't even born yet. So who was supposed to tell her? Exactly. But that's neither here nor there. But because Adam knew, Adam ain't tell her. But hey. So that's pretty much like I was saying over here. Like this person, if it was a third party relationship with the drama queen, they knew about the drama queen. You ain't know about the drama queen. They knew about the third party relationship. You ain't know about the third party relationship, but they ain't tell you. And they ain't tell you on purpose. And then we have Beauty and the Beast. With this relationship needs space. Well, you need some space in this relationship. And that has an 8. 8 talks about movement, so especially if this got it got recalled and discarded. It got thrown away. Of course, there won't be space. There could be nothing but space. And that space is gonna be filled with something else. And what they trying to fill the space with, Spirit is like, that's not what's gonna be there. Point blank, period. And then we have the Mermaid of Immersion with complete commitment. Yeah. What they trying to put in that space is not gonna be there. Oh, so if you can try to say this is Finding Nemo with the, that technically would be Dory, but the clownfish is what I'm gonna talk about. Clownfish, it's a school, class, whatever, right? Fish all together. Now they have a hierarchy. There's a king and a queen. If the queen dies, right? Okay. Oh, at the bottom of the deck it says reconsider your alliances, make new connections. So we already had that with make new friends. Clownfishes, they have a hierarchy. There's a king and there's a queen. There would be 6 dudes. Let's say there's have to be 6 females. Okay. Now, if the queen dies, one of the females move up. Now, it's still gonna be uneven. Hold on. One of the females move up, so now there's 5. Yeah, because if a male go over there, that's still 5. Clownfishes, they switch their genders. Basically, maybe it's gonna be a male that switch into a female. That could just be it. That could be it, because that makes more sense, and then it'll be even again. Yeah, they switch their genders depending on which one died. If it's a female that died, then I'm assuming a male becomes a female. And if the king dies, I'm assuming a female becomes a male. Because that makes sense. And then they just continue moving up and moving up and moving up. And stuff like that. But, yeah. That's a little something about clownfishes. But, it's pretty much saying, he was in a karmic relationship, you learned the karmic relationship, it died. You paid off the karmic debt, or this karmic debt, the next lesson comes in, take place and take position. That's what we're saying, changes is good and it's natural, but some of them hurt. Some of them is a lesson. Sometimes a karmic lesson, some is good, some is bad. Now, if you paid off all your karmic debt, you might still have karmic lessons, but just the good ones. Not the ones that's gonna break you. It's not gonna cause, tower moments and stuff like that. Where, you hitting rock bottom, gotta build yourself back up. Not those, but you still gonna have lessons. Your soul always gonna grow and evolve. Also, with the Beauty and the Beast being here, this person, Stockholm Syndrome. That's all I gotta say. I was trying to figure out how to say it. It's Stockholm Syndrome. They wanted you think it was a cat and mouse game, but not realizing it was a snake the whole time. cats don't even fuck with snakes. I just thought about that. But then they also don't like mice. I'm sorry. But cats is supposed to talk about like being independent. And so it's like they try to make it seem like they wanted you to be independent, but that was a lie. They never wanted you to be independent. It was all a game. And you became independent anyways. I won't say you find any cheat codes, but you won the game without actually like realizing that. Again, like I said, what they were supposed to with the soul contract and stuff like that. What spiritually, what they were supposed to teach you, you learned. You learned that. What they was actually trying to teach you, there was no reason for you to learn it, so you didn't learn it, which is why you're moving forward. But in the midst of all that, they what they wanted to teach you kind of sort of fucked up some spiritual laws, okay? Threw a lot of shit out of balance, and that pissed spirit off, okay? So that accumulated more karmic debt that they have. And I think I even told you, like, somebody trying to get you to be attached to their karmic debt or get you to pay it, but you don't have no reason to pay it, and you can't pay it because it ain't your karmic debt. Like that, yeah, leave that person alone. Let them be to their own demise. Because if you get a part of that, you getting hit with that karma. And then spirit might be a little bit even more mad at you because it's like, why the fuck did you go back? And then they might even they was like, since you went back, stay there. And then now you all sad again. Like you're like, just not go back. Okay, never, don't go back. Just move forward. Just move forward. Right? Then we have between worlds. Just don't go back. Just keep moving forward. Because ain't nothing back there. There's gray skies. You're trying to go to sunny skies and colors. Okay? Don't go back there. Say go forward. You don't see us. Okay. Before we had gray TV. Well, gray and white TVs. Gray and white. Black and white TVs. Right? Now we have color. Are we going backwards? No. It's just getting brighter and brighter and brighter every time. It's exactly. Let's do that. Let's do that. Person, that's not happy skies. Okay, that's gray skies. Let's not go back there. Let's lead them where they are. They've hurt your heart. You healed from it. Let it be. And then we have three. Three's about like collaboration, mind, body, soul. Then we have deep knowing. Yeah, with the 7, with the chariot. And even the ring. Like being commitment to yourself and committed to spirit and what they teach you, what they telling you. And their guidance and what they're trying to show you. Because they're actually trying to protect you. With the owl. And then, oh, I think I covered it. Oh no, with the dream. Yeah, I did cover it. The card with messages in dream, it has birds on it. They're sending you messages. And you're now realizing that and understanding that and seeing that. And you realize that they was always sending you messages throughout probably your whole childhood, but throughout your whole life, but you probably didn't really listen to it because you listen to other people more than you trusted other people rather than trusting yourself, and you see how far that leads you and how that got you, and now you're trusting yourself. You seeing where that's taking you, and that's you seeing where it's taking you, but you're also seeing like the people that's bothered by it, and it's like the people that's bothered by it is some of them used to be around you, and it's like the people that was around you that you didn't expect to really be bothered by it is actually bothered by you letting them people go. And then the ones that you already let go and they trying to come back is like if y'all left or y'all ended on like bad terms or weird terms, you're not letting that person back in because you don't feel like you don't feel like there's importance to or a need to. And Spirit's like there is no point. Like you learned the lesson that you needed to learn, and it's just they are trying to get you to start this cycle back up or try to get a handout from you, and I just slow you down in some way, shape, or form. And you don't need to help them or give them a handout. Then we have time to go. You're 45 with a 9. Oh, we have 379, so it's escalating. And it's like you realize you're more connected with yourself to realize like when there's something stopping you or causing conflict or bothering you, to rather than avoid it and ignore it, to like look at it. Why is it bothering you? Who, like, what is it? And just like and handle it accordingly. Then we have building blocks. Yeah, and then we got 10. And that helps you come to a completion. You putting things together. Even with the time to go, and that's literally the 8 of Cups. You walking away from things that no longer serves you. And building something elsewhere. Then we have here and now. See what I said? Don't go back there. See, in between words. Don't go back there. That's the past. Don't go back there. Don't do that. There ain't nothing but gray skies. Don't go. There ain't nothing back there for you. Then we have imagine. But there's like this way, there's things here for you. Not that way, but this way. There's things here for you. And then, yeah, because we have 32, which is 5. This is what's... You're going through a transition period right now, and they're trying to slow down your transition. And then at the bottom, we have peace. Oh, 23. See, yeah. Where you going, there will be peace, happiness, and harmony. They want to slow that down because they don't have peace, happiness, and harmony in their life. So they feel like if they can't have it, you shouldn't have it either. Or like, you have so much, so you could be able to give a little bit to them. And it's like, even if you do give it to them, they will just squander it. And just fuck it up. Because this person don't know how to be happy. They don't even know how to act happy. Then we have you are enough. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Yep. Because okay, basically with this healing is in the child, you realize you was whole since birth, okay? And as you grew up, people caused you to feel less of yourself, half of yourself. You had to hide away certain things, certain parts of yourself, but you was always enough. And now you're embracing, which the Chariot talks about, your light side and your shadow side. Loving all of you, even your insecurities. Because what you think is an insecurity, your person, they might love that. Let's say you, I don't know, your thighs, right? You don't like your thighs. Your person gonna love that shit. Might even buy you dresses or skirts that have like little slits so they can see it when y'all walking, when y'all go out and stuff like that. You have little date nights. They love that shit. Like, they love that shit. And you probably just like, no, I'm okay. They like, nah, show that shit off. Like, can I get to the yams? Like, they really, they will love that shit. Okay? Like, you was always enough. It was just other people. And half of the people, they was mad because they didn't have thighs like you. So like I said, like the outfits, like your person gonna try to get you and try to get you to wear, try to buy for you and stuff like that. It will look good on you, but won't look good on them because you have the thighs for them. Certain stuff you need to have the body shape for, stuff like that. And they didn't, but you do. And probably from when you was like young, and as you get older, you know, your body also grows and get into like its shape and stuff like that. Is like your thighs is always gonna be there, and it's gonna get better and better from here. And it's like those clothes is more tailored for you and fit for you and stuff like that. And it's so they also your thighs, but they probably try to get you to hate your legs all in general. But your legs is fine. Even if you have scars, that's a story from your childhood. Like, how you got that? Where you tripped on? Like, exactly. I tripped on a garden hose. So it's just. And the funny thing is, I stepped over it. Like, I still tripped. It's just, I don't understand. So it's just like, if you got scars, it's just a story. You had an eventful childhood. As you should. That's all it is. You was always a whole person by yourself. It's just everybody trying to make you feel like you was half or less than yourself, or you should feel less than. And now that you're no longer feeling less than, and you realizing your self-worth and realize that you're good enough, now you're realizing people that's bothered by it. But now you're also more awakened to understand why the people was bothered by it. Where you was a kid, you didn't know why they was bothered, which is why you just believed them. Now you don't believe them because you know that is either intimidation, jealousy, envy. It's just sabotage. And then we have put yourself first. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. See what I said? They didn't want you to accept and embrace your insecurities because then they will have nothing to play at. Nothing to poke at. Nothing to prod at. I can't really think of an insecurity. I don't know. Thighs was the only thing that popped in my head. I don't know why, but thighs was the only thing that popped in my head. I don't know. Like a stomach, that could also be an insecurity. It's like your person gonna love your stomach. Oh, a video that popped in my head is like, you know what? Sometimes probably like will hide your stomach. This person will literally like will move your hand and will like hug your stomach and like they love it. They cool with it. They will be this person because. It literally just popped in my head was go boom boom knee shelter. Like they will literally be like that kind of person. They don't care about a football. Like your person, you're fine. You're good. They love you. Okay. They love all that. They don't care. Or even if you're skinny and you gain weight later, they still love you. They love all of it. They would just say like that's okay. Because now a picture of the actress was an actor that popped in my head. And his wife, when they first met, they were skinny. And then she had kids, right? And then she continued to have the baby weight. And then somebody was saying something about it. He was like, I don't care. I love it. He was like, that's all me all over. That's all my history. That's a kid right here, the kid right there. That's all me. And it was like, yeah, as you should. He don't care for her. Like, he was like, she was fine before, but she's beautiful now. She beautiful all around. She's beautiful every day. And it's like, as you should. Like, this person, you're a good person will love you regardless. And then we have deception. Somebody is wearing a mask in your relationship, which we already know who's wearing a mask. And which is why they're trying to slow you down. Then we have a twin flame. This person is mirroring your soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. But it's actually a karmic twin flame. They just know what to copy, what to say, but they don't actually know what to do. And we have the Tower with the fire of God with disruption, warns of disaster and aids in transformation. And then we have the Queen of Swords with God, the hope of the earth. The hope of all the earth with ritual ceremonies can acquire the treasures of heaven and earth. Then we have the Emperor with like unto God. Political authority giving safe travels and protection against conspiracy. Oh yeah, this person good line. and try to conspire against you and try to get other people to conspire against you, which we knew. That group that went to like 5 to 13, down to 5, back to 13. So it's like, yeah. Trying to recruit people to like pretty much, which we kind of sort of already knew. Oh man, then we have the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We said politics and ambition, win judgment, and protects all those who seeks the truth. Person is it was a competition. It was a battle. That's why it says politics. You know, like if let's say like Love Island or like y'all was in a house and stuff like that, like Big Brother. I don't know. Is Big Brother a competition? I don't really know. But like it would be all politics, and they was literally just picking on you to try to bring you down and get everybody not to like you. Oh, normally do the... So we have disruption, political authority. So this person pretty much is the main person in charge. They caused all of it, but they're going to try to pretend like they didn't cause all of it and try to play dumb. Which is why I keep saying, like, the person that pretty much spread all these rumors is trying to, hoping and praying that none of the rumors get back to you. But, like, the main person that spread it or caused it is the one that's coming to you. And then we have warning of disaster, giving safe travels, and destroying, well, protection against conspiracy. Oh. You're able to move on and move forward because they're protecting you from all the lies and slander that this person has created. But what is being destroyed is all the lies that this person has created. This false narrative that they created of you. But now people are seeing the true narrative of them, which is why they're trying to come to you. Right? Because then by itself we have aid and transformation. But then if we go here, we have ritual and ceremony. So like they continuously lied about you on a daily basis. And now they see in this transition and this transformation that's going on, and now all of a sudden they're freaking out, and now they feel guilty, and now they want to take back everything that they said, because everyone knows who they are and why they did it. And we have the angel of relationships. It was something very childish. Then we have the angel of travel. So you get to move on, you move on. You get to move on and move forward and find somebody that actually love you and care about you. Meanwhile, they just stuck trying to find people to fix their life and better themselves. Not even like they won't better themselves, just better their life. They're just trying to always look to use somebody and manipulate somebody. And they was fine doing that continuously. Telling the version of the truth that best fit them. And then will continue to lie and lie and lie, even if it didn't make sense. Because I remember at some point, I don't remember all 3 lies, but I know all of 3 of them didn't make sense. And it was like, depending on who asked, it was a different lie. And it's like, okay. And this person don't have the best memory. And at some point in time, everybody's starting to realize that this shit doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's all that I see for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.